Alright, this is part 4, and we have very little time to get ourselves into a useful home before the sun completely sets and the zombies come out to kill me. Alright, so we're just gonna create ourselves a border just because I know that they're gonna be everywhere. And the island is pretty good protection as it is, but you never know. Alright, so let's get rid of the sand. And I don't know if you've enjoyed the new biomes as much as I have. I really like exploring, and so a landscape that keeps changing in the relative short time that I spend exploring, which is a day, is nice. I appreciate that, as opposed to having really massive biomes that that span on for an entire viewing distance, as well as maybe, oh no, I'm not going to use that, as well as maybe, I don't know, a day's travel, more than a day's travel. I do hope that as the game progresses, in terms of development, as Notch adds more to the game, we'll start seeing creatures, mobs associated with each biome, and also resources associated with each biome. I know, obviously sand and the surface resources are kind of, useless. Well, not useless, but in terms of crafting, they're relatively standard. They come as is. Sand doesn't really produce anything other than glass, and likewise dirt just doesn't do anything except for more dirt. But just like you've got the forest biome, and that has a plentiful set of wood resources, I think that if you've got yourself a desert biome, that you should have things that are associated with those arid climates as resources. Maybe I can't think of what for sand, but I definitely, well, essentially more gravel, making flint easier to find. But what about swamps and certain lands having more of more pigs, for example? Anyway, that's a thought I've had recently, and I probably mentioned it on Reddit, so you may have disagreed with me there, or agreed. Actually, there were a lot of people who were like, "Oh yeah, let's have more mobs and resources dependent on the biomes," which I'm sure is going to happen. It just depends how. Now, we're pretty much set up here. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of construction. I guess I'll put that there, and I'll put another one there. I don't know how well you could see last time. I did check out my video to see if it was, reasonably good to watch. And so, right, I find myself watching myself play, watching my own video after I've even been through it, just because Minecraft is kind of like that. It's very easy to just get into a zone and passively watch somebody else play. I guess with all this sand, we should give ourselves a glass ceiling. And I have a little bit of wood, so we're going to have a legit door this time. And I guess, no, that's not going to be the door. We want the door to be over there. And the reason we want that is because we want to be able to see the dawn. And we want to be, we also want a big window there. Alright, so we know we're going to be able to see both directions. Let's put our crafting table there, and let's craft ourselves a forge. Done. Excellent. Thank you very much. We're also going to craft ourselves a door, and which we're going to use, and we're going to set that up right now. That's going to be easy. And then let's give ourselves, what am I doing? Let's make ourselves, we're going to need 2 for that window over there, and then above us, this is, oh shoot, we're going to need, what, at least 6, 3 by 6, so 3 by 6, that's 12, that's 18, so we're going to need 20. And let's see how much we can get for that. In the meantime, let's put the door here. I don't know how many of you play, but how frequently you play, but when you put the door out here, start from the outside, it aligns with the outer edge of the building. It also means that when a zombie shows up here, I can fight through the door and they won't be able to hit me. As opposed to if I put it here, it would be flush with this side of the wall and they'd be able to come and get me, and while I wouldn't be able to damage them. At least that's how it was before the Halloween update. I'm gonna need more sand. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, well, 6 by what? That's 5. Nuts. All right, what we're gonna do is what do I have resource-wise? We're gonna get some more rock. That's the way to do it. And we're gonna dig. So let's use a shovel. No need to be to reinvent the wheel here. Some gravel. And I guess we're just gonna do it this way. And hopefully you'll be able to see. I'm just gonna hack at this and get ourselves some more rock. Awesome. A little bit of, I need to get myself up first. Let's you know what? We're gonna gravel ourselves up. And we are gonna make ourselves a steel stone pick, because I think that's the only way to break steel. And then let's see how much we got here. Not enough. That gave us 8, so we're gonna need at least, yeah, we're gonna need that many. And yeah, that's fine. Actually, I'm gonna need an even number. And it's already daytime. Man, that was fast. Alright, there's dawn. Alright, well, it's time to go, guys. Alright, it's dawn, and that means we're going to do the next day. And I'll see you in that video. Alright, later, guys.